Perfect. I'm going to start now. We are doing a live on Insta and on the website. And I hope you have your questions ready because we're going to be talking a lot this morning. And there we are. We are live on both. All right. So thank you for joining. We are here on a Sunday. And I love to do Sunday lives because I love to chat with you. And it's nice. Even though you're not with me, you are with me. I feel like you're here. And I want you to ask me questions, any questions you'd like in terms of skincare and stem cells, exosomes. We're going to talk about your weekend. I'll tell you a little bit about my weekend. Take a sip of water. I'm going to answer all of your skincare questions. All right, so thank you for joining. We're going to wait a few more minutes for more of you to join. Get my situation here. Okay. Now, don't be shy today. I want you to ask me lots of skincare questions. Thank you guys for joining. That's not my trophy in the back. I know you see it like a little trophy there. It's my husband's. Okay. Ta-da. There we are. I think I'm centered. All right. Let me look and see who's joining. Write what city you're in or what country you're in. I'd love to find out where you are. And I will tell you, I'll start with a little story. I was supposed to be in Miami this past week for Art Basel. I had kind of a learning situation with eyelash extensions, which I should never have tried. I did do a patch test to my credit, but I blew up like a fish. I had an allergic reaction. So I'm finally better, and I'm excited to get on today and talk with you about skincare, talk with you about stem cells, answer all of your questions. All right, so feel free to get your questions ready. I'm going to go ahead and take something off of this phone. Oh, well. You know how there's things coming down I should have put focus on. So anyway, we'll just ignore it. All right, so thank you guys for joining. Okay, how to incorporate the elderberry serum while using the Cell Forte serum. Great question. Think of the elderberry serum as an exfoliant. It has glycolic, niacinamide. It also has bakuchiol, which is going to help with cellular turnover. It's like a clean beauty retinol, but exfoliating. So I like to have you exfoliate gently, not extreme. So that is a gentle exfoliant to use 2 nights a week to kind of put that in your regimen. And you can do that without using the Cell Forte serum. Just do that as a treatment to exfoliate 2 nights a week. And if you happen to be normal to oily, a lot of you are, you can use that more than 2 nights a week. It helps to replenish the barrier, but also exfoliate to keep it bright and tight. Helps with fine lines and pores as well. It's the alternative to a retinol and an exfoliant in one. You're welcome. All right, thank you guys for joining. Feel free to ask me any skincare questions. We're starting off a little slower because I was rushing to get to you today, so I need to compose, and I actually want to fix on my phone and make, I guess I can't do it. I'm not very technical, but I wanted to make it where there was no pop downs coming and reminding me all of these things. But thank you guys for joining. Get ready to ask me some questions. Holidays are almost here. I am going to go through and talk with you about each product. I'm going to tell you the order of how to use them. And I'm also going to tell you what product I would gift and to who of my clients. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. One of my favorite products, and this is hard because so many of them are my favorite products. Good morning. Moy is here. Moy is incredible. Please follow her if you guys can. She is one of the top celebrity hair colorists at Mesh Salon. All right, so what do you recommend for Very? I am reading the, oh great, my husband brought me water, that's nice. I wonder if he can fix, come on over here for a moment, we have time. Could you fix where it says focus? Because there's lots of things dropping on my Instagram. Do you know how to do that?
Not without potentially.
Oh, so you don't. Let me see if I can. Huh, no.
It's gonna.
All right, so I should have put focus on my Instagram. I apologize. I'll try not to be distracted by all the things dropping. For very dry skin. All right, so let's talk very dry skin. Now, what happens this time of year with very dry skin is that if you're in a colder climate, like I'm going to New York in 2 weeks, it's going to be freezing. Or if you're in an area where maybe it's not as cold, but you do have drier skin, or it's also when you're out in the cold and you come in, You have artificial heat sources, which can also dry your skin. So you have being out in the cold, which can dry your skin, and then you have coming into those sources of heat that may be artificial or real that can also exacerbate and dry your skin. So what I recommend is to use oils. Oils will protect your barrier. They're also going to hydrate and moisturize. So do not be afraid of oils. Oils are your best friend, especially if you're over 35. And that is because as we age, we lose our own sebum production. It slows down. That's our own natural oils that keep us looking plump and young. As we age, that declines along with collagen and elastin. So when you apply an oil, a really good oil with essential fatty acids, like my daily botanical oil, or even better yet, use a cleansing oil in the mornings or evenings, your skin is going to be replenished. It's going to be hydrated and bright and clean using a cleansing oil. It won't be dried out by any foaming cleanser. And applying oils are always last in your regimen. So let me show you really quick. This is a daily botanical oil. This is a beautiful oil, all organic. I source from the top premier oil lab in the country. And here we are. Ta-da! Everything is housed in black Maron glass to keep stable from UV light. All right, so this is a brand new bottle. I'm really excited about this. Let me just show you. This is a daily botanical oil. This is a gorgeous oil. It has ylang ylang, frankincense, rosehip, also sea buckthorn, which is very high in vitamin C. So it has beautiful, beautiful lightweight oils that are all organic. And it smells like a spa. It's the ylang ylang and frankincense. They're so beautiful. So this is always last. So remember, the oil is always last. It's thinnest to thickest. So, oh, someone's saying don't be shy. I want you guys to ask questions. I'm getting more questions on my Instagram. So feel free to, if you're watching on the website, you can ask questions. Or if you're on the Instagram, you can ask questions. But we're talking about oils, and it's the best thing for dry skin. You can also cocktail and put a few drops in your foundation in the winter, and you can also cocktail it with the Souffle moisturizer, which is right here. The Souffle is beautiful. It's lightweight, very souffle-like texture. It has 000 silicones, so it's not going to clog your skin. There is no fragrance. There is no essential oil. So it's perfect to add a little bit. This is what I like to do. I actually cocktail a neck cream out of this. So this is a souffle, super lightweight, but packs its punch. It has goat milk to calm redness. It also has meadow foam seed oil, but it has no fragrance. So to make it a little punchier and have more essential fatty acids, in the winter, I'll add a few drops. As you can see, this is called cocktailing. Estheticians do this a lot. It's basically you're cocktailing something special for your skin. So this is like the artist palette. I've got the beautiful souffle, and then I've added a few drops of the oil. What I like to do is mix them together, and it makes it a beautiful, thicker neck cream. So don't forget your neck in the winter. There's nothing worse than looking at your neck, which is really dry, and the fine lines are more pronounced when you've done your face and not your neck, especially if you're over 35. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at some of these beautiful questions. Thank you guys for asking. Make sure you write them very short because there's a lot of questions coming in and they go by fast. So make them very short and sweet. The best for firming and discoloration. Oh, good. If you're using the serum, I'm assuming you're talking about the serum, which is, as you know, let's pretend it's Christmas for me. Ta-da! This is the Cell Forte serum. So she's using it for firming and discoloration. Good, because that's what it's fabulous at, the firming and helping with pigmentation while also being preventative for future pigmentation. Now that is an unheard claim. People can't say that about their products. I can actually say that about human stem cell conditioned media, which is the hero. We have a patented version, which is extremely protein rich. This is in the Cell Forte serum. So not only is it preventative, meaning I'm 53 and I've been using my Cell Forte serum for a year. Thank you, I'm so happy because of course I formulated it. It took 8 years to do, and I will tell you the whole story as well behind it. But when I use it, I have watched within 3 months using it morning and night. You need to be religious about using it morning and night. Thank you guys for joining. I see people joining. Blushington Boca Raton just joined. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay. So I had 2 spots. Obviously, I'm 53. It was from driving out in the sun. I've always said as an esthetician, you need to go and get IPL. Nothing you can buy over the counter is going to do anything for that, no matter what anyone says. Except utilizing the human mesenchymal stem cell, which is what we've harnessed in the Cell Forte serum. So my using it religiously within 3 months, gone and gone. I had 2 spots, and it's been almost a year they have not returned. So not only does it regenerate your skin and help repair the damage caused by the sun and aging, but it also is preventative. There are studies that show the human mesenchymal stem cell, which is the conditioned media, the thousands of exosomes and growth factors, will go in and prevent future damage. Because remember, as we age, we lose not only our sebum, our collagen, our elastin, but also, most importantly, our mesenchymal stem cell, which is literally our regenerative capacity. So when that is being, going down and lower in our bodies, that's when we're more prone to bruising, to hurting ourselves, and things taking longer to heal and regenerate. So when we're applying topically with Cell Forte serum, the exosomes and growth factors, it is also being preventative as well as regenerative. So I feel so good about aging now because I can go out with my sunscreen on knowing that the Cell Forte serum is also preventative of future sun damage, which is huge, huge. And you can also Google this, human stem cell conditioned media, preventative sun damage. There has been plenty of studies on this, and not only in the US and other countries as well, in Korea and also in England. So this is really the frontier, and I'm going to go ahead and open this so I can pretend it's Christmas. This is a new box of Cell Forte serum. All right, so someone just said she started using it a month ago. She's 54 and in Arkansas. Oh, of course, you're welcome. She asked me a question, I answered it. Ta-da! Here it is. This is the Cell Forte serum. This box is made of recycled paper, just so you know. The ingredients are on the bottom. The ingredients are always what you want to look at when you purchase something, right? Because people can say, oh, here's the key ingredients. For example, oh, it has this certain, I don't know, green tea, or it has this peptide. And you look at the ingredients and you see it's like really toward the end. That's just marketing levels. That's a very little amount. So right up at the top is the human adipose stem cell conditioned media. We have a very high percentage, which is why it's magical, which is why it's won 5 beauty awards. We just won another one. Can I announce it? Is it up on the, I don't think it's up yet. It should be up soon. We won the Oprah Daily Editors Award too for best no tox anti-aging serum. And we were next to brands that are only sold in med spas. All right, so here it is. Ta-da! Cell Forte serum. Now, I created this because one, I'm a woman and I wanted something pretty, just like you guys do, right? You want something beautiful in your vanity. I wanted it to be protected. So black glass is the best way to protect your formulas because I'm very proud of this formula, all of my formulas, by the way, which are all housed in black glass. And also it's a clean formula. A lot of the products in the market are not clean. And the reason I want them to be clean, meaning no polysorbate 60, no silicones, no propylene glycol, is because those chemicals are not good for your skin barrier. It's all about protecting your barrier. So that's why this is a beautiful, clean product, because I'm thinking of your skin barrier. You know, when you have an esthetician working with top stem cell scientists and a chemist, and I'm really adamant, I've also taken a course studies in formulation chemistry. I'm really adamant about the formulas because I know how your skin reacts to certain ingredients. And that's why I try to make these, all of my products, they are passion projects for you to look and feel younger and not have things sensitize your barrier. You'll never see me drop a retinol. You'll never see me drop a vitamin C. In fact, you don't even need to use retinol or vitamin C if you have the Cell Forte serum. This is an active, don't forget, even though it's not sensitizing your barrier, like the other actives, like a vitamin C or retinol, those are really sensitizing your barrier, tretinoin. Those are chemical, those are chemical. This is derived from the human mesenchymal stem cell. It is an active and it works. It regenerates your skin barrier, but you don't need to use those other actives because those are not going to put your skin in perfect homeostasis like this does. So you want to use the Cell Forte serum in replace of vitamin C, in replace of retinol. You don't need to use those anymore. You use those because those brighten your skin, they stimulate collagen, they're chemical, but this actually does a better job and it keeps your skin hydrated and glowing and you feel comfortable not wearing makeup. I mean, how great is that? it's literally the future of medicine, regenerative medicine, and it's the future of harnessing the power of your largest organ, which is your skin, and keeping you looking and feeling younger. If we're doing so much for longevity and wellness, we're going to live to be a certain amount of numbers of age, it's getting higher and higher. We're doing all these wonderful things for ourselves. But if we look old, by the time we live to be whatever, 110, why not also regenerate our largest organ, our skin, so we can look and feel young while we are living longer? Oh, okay. So Jerry wants to know how it's different from plated. I will absolutely tell you, Jerry. Thank you for asking. Plated is sold in medical offices or spas, right? Very basic little packaging. It says plated. It's human derived. So that's a good thing, right? It's human derived, but it's not from the mesenchymal stem cell. It's derived from a blood platelet. The human mesenchymal stem cell is a superhero of our bodies. It develops all of those things. So you're going to get a lot more in something derived from the human mesenchymal stem cell in terms of regeneration, calming inflammation, brightening your skin, and keeping you looking younger. So this has, it's like comparing, I don't know, ketchup to like a really great hot sauce. Like this has everything your skin needs, and it also created that blood cell. So this is doing a lot more than that brand that is derived from a blood, which is great because it actually is human derived, and I like that. But they chose to only put it in med spas. They chose to only market it with estheticians. It doesn't mean it's medical grade by any means. It's not. The only thing that would be medical grade would be actually something derived from either the mesenchymal stem cell, which is actually pumped into veins for long COVID studies from my lab, and all sorts of actually injected in the brain for epilepsy. That to me would be medical grade, which is what Cell Forte is. But I don't like to say that because a lot of people choose their distribution and they'll call something medical grade. Like for example, Obagi. That's not medical grade. The FDA regulates everything that they do, just like they do me, just like they do J-Lo's line or Molly Sims line. It's all the same regulation. Nothing's medical grade unless it is prescription. They chose to be sold in doctor's offices. That's a choice. It's a distribution plan. It doesn't mean it's medical grade or better. Just because they do clinical studies, anyone could do clinical studies. It's not just the ones sold in the doctor's offices. So I like to let everyone know that because that is just, some women think, oh, I get this from my derm. No, Obagi is sold in Sephora. It's like, it's a distribution choice. It's not medical grade, just so you know. All right, so hello, Rose from Pennsylvania. I have the serum souffle and oil. Best way to use. Okay, great question, Rose. It's always thinnest to thickest. So the Cell Forte serum is morning and night, first to skin. Do not skip, don't use another one in the morning and then use this at night. This is not a serum, this is a treatment. If you want to really change your skin and to see the difference, please apply this morning and night. If this is in your bathroom, I'm telling you, apply it morning and night first to skin. No other serum on your vanity is going to do what this does. So why delay the process and use some other like just synthetic doctor brand applying it instead? If you have this, bravo, apply this morning and night first to skin. And then after that, I want you to apply the Cell Forte. Oh, what am I saying? After that, I want you to apply the Souffle moisturizer. A little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. And then I want you to apply the Daily Botanical Oil, which is such a beautiful lightweight oil, which seals everything in. So that is the order. It is the Cell Forte serum, morning and night, first to skin, and then the Souffle moisturizer, and then the Daily Botanical Oil. And just a few drops of these. Everything is made in such a beautiful way that it spreads gorgeous on your skin. You don't need a ton. I get told that a lot. It's like, I don't need a lot of the Souffle moisturizer, do I? No, the size of a pea, very little. Oh, great. Rebecca said she loves some moisturizer too. Yeah, this moisturizer is really, it won, when I first launched it, it won Vogue Beauty's Best Lightweight Moisturizer. And it also won Cosmopolitan Best Clean Beauty Moisturizer. So the Souffle moisturizer is fabulous. The texture is so lightweight and airy. You get really spoiled if you try this. It's a warning. If you try the Souffle moisturizer, you're not going to want to use another moisturizer for a really long time. It's that good. All right, so I have a question here from Mary. It looks a little long. Make sure you keep them short. Let's see. Is there any way we can recycle the glass? Yeah, I have all, I used to have on my website, different ways you can do. Yes, you can use it near your eyes, just not on your eyes. In terms of recycling glass, I have people that have actually potted succulents in here, the souffle. They've turned it around. They've also done candles. I've done myself little vase, like you can turn the black side and do a really cute vase with like a bud vase. So yeah, definitely ways. And we're still working as a company on how we can be better in terms of recycling, just so you know. But I do use glass. I'm not using plastic. That's important to me. One, because I don't want the particles of plastic going in your products. And two, it's not good for the environment. I want what's best for you, the environment, and the formula. All right, thank you guys for joining. All right, what did Nancy say? Nancy, she's gonna have to try the rest. Yeah, Nancy, I know. It's like such a tease. It's like you hear about the innovation of the human stem cell derived cell forte serum and you buy that immediately, but like, do you know how amazing the other products are? Like it just complements beautifully. And also, I don't recommend to use the cell forte serum with probably what's in your vanity. Like definitely not your vitamin C or your retinol. I don't know if your moisturizer has silicones. I prefer you use the products that I created synergistically to go with the Cell Forte serum. So remember, you want to use your cleanser, which is the Neroli cleansing oil, and then you want to use the Cell Forte serum, which is light, always lightest to thickest. So the lightest is the Cell Forte serum, first to skin, then the Souffle moisturizer, and then a few drops of the Daily Botanical oil just to seal everything in and give you this gorgeous glow. You're not going to have any reaction. It's going to work beautifully together synergistically to keep you looking younger. And that's why the whole line was created, to work synergistically together to keep you looking younger and feeling more beautiful. Do you ship to Canada? Good question. I used to ship to Canada.
There's a Canadian postal strike and nothing.
Oh, there's a Canadian postal strike, and nothing can get through. That's what my husband just said. So if you have a friend in the US, I don't know. For sunscreen, I love Ilia. I'm a huge fan of the Ilia serum. I also love Suntegrity, like Integrity, but Suntegrity is female owned. She lives in Vegas, which is a great place for a sunscreen founder to live, the hot climate of Vegas. And she specializes in only sunscreen. All right, so feel free to ask me. Okay, so Sherry just asked an eye cream or eye serum. I'll talk about that in a moment. I love the oils too, says Nancy. Oh, good. I'm glad you love the oil. So in terms of the eyes, so let me show you. The Cell Forte serum, remember, this is your treatment. This is going to keep you looking young and feeling beautiful, which we all deserve, without having to get laser, without having to do microneedling. I want you to use just a few drops. This is a Cell Forte serum. You see how gorgeous it is and lightweight. Look at that. That little drop, you can bring it right up here. Look at that. That's your eye serum. Brightening, reduces pigmentation, hydrates. Who wouldn't want that under their eyes? And then what I want you to do is put a little bit of the souffle right over it, just to hydrate. And if you're really dry, which I think this is adequate, this is perfect. If you're super dry, actually I would stop there, but if you're really, really dry, you could put a little drop of the Daily Botanical oil. I mean, just the smallest, like right here to go. There we go. Ah, I feel instantly better. Now I have residual Daily Botanical oil I'm going to put on my neck. All right, so Sherry said she bought the Cell Forte and elderberry bakuchiol serum, assuming I should be using the elderberry serum at night after Cell Forte. No. I don't want you to do that. So basically in the elderberry bakuchiol serum, there is glycolic, right? So it's as the box says, it's brightening, exfoliating. There's bakuchiol. So what I want you to do between those two products, the Cell Forte is the Grand Cru. This is the product. This is your addiction. Use it morning and night, first to skin. This takes precedence because why? This works in a way that no other product has ever worked on your skin. Don't skip a night, don't skip a morning. The elderberry bakuchiol serum is a beautiful, clean beauty version of a retinol that has a glycolic and niacinamide. Cycle that in. Cycle, meaning 2 nights a week, apply the elderberry bakuchiol serum. Now, if you want, you can apply the gorgeous Cell Forte serum on top of that, because there is glycolic in it. So you can apply the Cell Forte after, because you are basically doing a gentle exfoliation. You can apply this after. I personally would, I don't know. It's just like, this is so precious. I don't think I would use it. I think I would just do the elderberry to do that kind of facial treatment 1 to 2 nights a week to exfoliate. And then in the morning, put this on. That's what I would do. But you can actually apply this on top of the elderberry. If you're so addicted and you want to like always use it, you can. I just heard my husband chomping. Are you eating nuts over there?
I'm not.
Okay. I heard
It's
him
in your head.
chomping something, but anyway, I think he was. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. Feel free to ask me any skincare questions. Oh, she said, glad I asked you. Yeah, and that should be transparent on my website, and I will make sure that it is after I'm off. All right, someone just purchased. Thank you. I'm getting drop downs of purchasing. I wonder what you bought, one item. I'll bet you bought the Cell Forte serum. And that's the whole thing. If you were to ask me, Angela, what should I buy from your whole collection to start? Most definitely the Cell Forte serum, but I would venture to say, please get the Souffle moisturizer as well, because I don't know what moisturizer you're using and if it has silicones and who knows what's in it. So I would prefer you get these two. These are your duo. They work beautifully together. Cell Forte serum morning and night, and this is your hydration and moisture after. It's a beautiful, clean formula. Both of them are, and they work beautifully together. Less is more. Remember, the Cell Forte serum replaces 4 products. It replaces your vitamin C, your hyaluronic acid, your expensive Dr. Peptide serum, which is all synthetic, and it also replaces vitamin C and the retinol. I think I said that twice, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm getting questions here. Love your products, the best. Love that you care so much and your lives. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you. Cassie said that. Thank you. I just bought the souffle. Oh, Nancy, good. You're going to love the souffle. And Nancy, a little goes a long way. Literally, let me show you how much. That much. Let me show you. A little bit. And it goes on top of the Cell Forte. There. And that's going to cover your whole face. I mean, just look at the difference. And it just feels, the souffle-like texture is just so yummy and it's so lightweight and it really goes into your skin. Even Barbara Streisand is a client of mine of like for like 11 years. She loves this moisturizer and she's like, Angela, I want to get it for my girlfriends for Christmas. She's like, it just does what it says it does. It moisturizes. You know, you buy a moisturizer, the word is moisturizer, and some of them don't even really moisturize. It just kind of sits on your skin. It feels heavy. It smells like perfume. And you're like, why did I spend all this money on a moisturizer when it's not really doing what it says it's doing, meaning moisturizing? So the Souffle moisturizer does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. It moisturizes your skin. It goes into your skin. We've done clinical studies on all of the products. 100% of everyone using the Souffle moisturizer said it instantly hydrates and moisturizes your skin. If you're using another moisturizer right now, I would say please use that somewhere else. Use it on your neck, your hand, your body. Grab the Souffle moisturizer. You will see the difference in your skin upon application immediately and also long term. All right, so feel free to ask me more questions. We're having fun now. I'm waiting. Ask me a question. I'm waiting. Okay, I guess I should tell you. Let's do some like holiday stuff. All right. Actually, no. Let me. All these decisions here. Let's do holiday stuff first. So this is what I would get your sister that you love. Maybe she's like a year older or 2 years older or younger, and you love your sister. Maybe she's stressed with her family, kids are in college, going through all sorts of stuff. Get her the Cell Forte serum. Literally, this will make her happier. It will change her skin. You can't just keep this to yourself. I want you to get something like this for someone you really love. And it's that kind of a gift. It's for someone you really, really love. Get it at a discount. If you are new to the site, you can get 15% off. I don't know. Should I give? I don't know. I don't have a discount because we just did Black Friday and just did a lot of discounting. But if you subscribe, you get a discount, which is lovely. So you can get this on a regular basis, and you can choose how many days like you want, whether it's every 30 days, every 45, every 60. You can select. And when you subscribe, you get 15% off. And if you stay subscribing, we're going to reward you and give you 20% off each month, which is unheard of. So tell your sister about that. Get her the first bottle. Tell her to subscribe, because this is the gift you give to someone you really love, whether it's your mom, your sister, your best friend, even your husband. your husband. Can I tell you, there's a huge male celebrity. I can't say his name because it came to my Shopify. He lives in, somewhere around here. I live in Los Angeles. Major male celebrity in his late 40s. He just ordered this online. I created it for men as well. The reason being is that it is a 4-in-1. Men do not like to layer a ton of products, but they want results, right? So it's super lightweight. It doesn't have silicones in it, so he's not going to look like he has makeup on. It's super lightweight. It goes right into his skin and gives him this beautiful sheen. And the main thing is, it's not even that sheen or how hydrated it looks, it's how it works. So if you really love your boyfriend, your husband, your dad, get this for someone, a male in your life, because the results are unbelievable. And I am going to look and see. We have a lot of men that order this because it's one product. It's a 4-in-1, especially a lot of men in Hollywood, because they have to be camera ready. They have to look younger. So it's perfect for the male in your life. Live Peace Kelly said, it's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. All right, so we are talking about subscriptions where you can save money, but this is the product that you buy for Christmas. This is the product you buy for someone you really love. Someone just said, I'm late joining the conversation, but I assume everything can go under the eye. Yeah, and I actually just applied right there. I did the Cell Forte, and then I did a little bit of the souffle right there. Yeah, because we want the brightening under the eye. Don't get it in the eye. We want the brightening, we want the hydration, and we want to help with pigmentation. A lot, as an esthetician of 30 years, I see a lot of people with not only dry, scaly, underneath the eye where it looks more pronounced with the fine lines and wrinkles, but also I see some hyperpigmentation. So it does help with all of that, and it is preventative. So it's perfect to bring up here as well. Neck, back of hands. I know a lot. See, someone just said that. I was going to say, everyone wants me to make a body. I will actually make this larger. So I will do a larger 100 ml, hopefully later in 2025. So if you like hardcores, like want to put it in certain parts of your body, by all means, you get a bigger bottle. I don't want to do something like drop a body one where it's not as strong, right? Because as a manufacturer, you don't want to compromise. So if I did a body one, like I have in my bathroom, like I fell into the marking of it. It's this brand that does body products and it said peptide moisturizer. So I bought it thinking, wow, it's like a peptide serum, but it's just like a little bit in the body. So I want it to be as efficacious. I'm not going to water anything down for the body because it's bigger. So I want you to know that with my products. I'm really consumer centric. I think of you because I'm an esthetician. I think that's what makes this brand different. You see other doctor brands, or many reasons actually, but when you see other doctor brands next to my brand on the shelves, I am so consumer centric, meaning I'm the one who for 30 years was touching your skin and talking with you, and I still am, by the way. Like 5% of my time, I still give facials, but I have this relationship that they don't have with their clients. One, in an emotional way, two, in an intimate way, because giving a facial is almost like therapy, and three, I'm able to ask them about their skin. I'm able to touch their skin. I'm able to see the difference every month. And I'm asking them about what products they're using. And it's just entirely different when someone like that who's so dedicated to giving you good products, because I'm tired after 30 years of selling products to clients that I care about that don't work. That's why I created the Cell Forte serum. It was a situation where, wow, it's human derived. I'm first to market, breakthrough, going into stores like Nordstrom and another big store I'll be announcing in a month or two. But I'm telling you, it was not a light choice because it's not done, right? It's always a retinol or vitamin C. It's safe. It's a synthetic peptide. It's just something safe. Well, I knew as an esthetician that you deserve better and they don't really work. I wanted to transform your skin and I wanted to do it the right way. That's why this took 8 years to come out with. And I want to tell you the story of why the esthetician of 30 years came out with it. About 8 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with dementia. I was looking for alternatives for her. She was quite young to be diagnosed with it, vascular dementia from multiple strokes. I found a stem cell research lab, one of the top in the country, in the middle of the country in Texas. And we were talking about skin. So not only do they do mainly stem cell banking, they do FDA cleared clinical trials, they inject the mesenchymal stem cell into the brain to regenerate after a stroke, Parkinson's, long COVID studies, also the heart after a heart attack. But they also have this culture or broth that is truly medical grade that they're deriving from that mesenchymal stem cell. So that's why this took so long for me to create and bring to market, is because I've been working on it for many years, not because I was looking for just a chemical like every other brand that launches super quick. It's almost like the same ingredients, they just shake it up and they have a marketing story, the storytelling. And if they have a doctor in front of their name, oh, they're going to sell a ton. No, that's not why this came about. That's not why I became an esthetician. That's not why I'm still working. And that's not why I launched this product specifically. It's because I wanted something that truly worked on your skin. And the human mesenchymal stem cell is the skincare factory. It is able to deliver all of the factors and proteins and cytokines and growth factors and exosomes to your skin to repair and regenerate. That's why I launched this, inspired by my mother finding the stem cell research lab. She also inspired me to fall in love with beauty and skincare and all of that too. So it's only fitting that this is here, and we're helping women feel younger. Because another thing about my mother is that she, growing up, right? I'm 53. So growing up in the 80s, my mom was a petite, beautiful blonde. She didn't say her age. She would say she was younger. And I felt bad as an awkward, tall brunette, not as cute. I was like, how sad she has to say she's like 10 years younger, 15 years younger to people. And I guess that's what they did back then. I always wanted to be proud to say my age. So dropping this Cell Forte serum, harnessing the power of the human mesenchymal stem cell, applying it to our skin to regenerate and repair, makes me at 53 feel really proud to say I'm 53. To make me go out, have breakfast with my husband, which I'm going to make him do after this live, have breakfast without any makeup on, because I can. So in honor of my mom, this was created, one, because she inspired the finding the stem cell research lab because of her diagnosis of dementia. But two, she was afraid to say her age when she was my age. She literally took 20 years off. So this is for you, Mom. This is for you because I want women to be proud to say their age, and I want them to look in the mirror and feel good without having to go get laser, without having to get a facelift. I went to get Botox with I go once a year, by the way, to get Botox, perfectly transparent. Once a year, I'll go and get Botox. And this this plastic surgeon, who actually has a brand now, by the way, go figure, he told me that it's about time I think of a facelift. And I was like, what? It's like I came there for Botox. So that is also a cause. I don't want women to feel like they have to go and get facelifts if they don't want to. I personally don't ever want to get a facelift. I don't. When I became an esthetician at 23, I was working at a med spa and I was actually invited in to watch a facelift. It was pretty hardcore. And I just don't want to get a facelift. So we're creating this to empower you, men and women, not just women, men too. Thank you guys for joining. I'm doing two lives. One is if you're wondering why is she not looking at me if you're on my Instagram, it's because I have another camera and I'm also doing it on my website. So this is kind of cool. We sent a text out. You can watch on the website. You can ask questions on the website. Thank you guys. Someone just said I'm 71 and I look 50. People are telling me yes. And I know you're using the product. So that's what makes me happy. And reading your reviews on my website, that makes me happy. And we're going to be launching at the most incredible retailer in February that I can't even talk about, but it's in your neighborhood. And I'm going to be making appearances. I'm going to be there as much as I can. And this is going to be closer to you, basically. The whole collection, which works synergistically together to keep you looking younger, is going to be right there. So I'm just so excited. And I'm working on, of course, new product development, which I'm getting super excited thinking about that. But we have some incredible products and I'm wearing some of them, you don't know. But this morning I put some skincare on that I'm going to be launching in 2025. And it's really exciting. So really good stuff. Someone said, come to Maryland. All right, I'll try and come to Maryland. I love Maryland. Maryland's beautiful. Let's see. Feel free to ask me any skincare questions. Tamara's here. Thank you for joining. Dawn's here. Write what city you're in, what country you're in. Let me know where you want me to launch. Where do you think that my product should be? Tell me the retailer you want to see these in. Where do you like to shop? Tell me where you like to shop. We'll see if it's the same one that I'm launching in, because it's where I like to shop. It's my favorite place to go in. It's actually one right here in Studio City. Okay, so someone just said I had a facial. Try and keep it really short when you write a question because it's really long and people are joining still. So something about Nordstrom. Oh wait, yeah, I am in Nordstrom. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. They made me look like I had a facial. Oh, incredible. Oh, a stem cell single-use sheet mask. Thank you. I am working on that. I'll just be transparent. Yes, that is in the works for sure. Great for after procedures, great for just replenishing after a day in the sun. So yeah, definitely working on that. She just said, I'm happy you're in Nordstrom's. Yeah, I mean, Nordstrom's is a dream retailer. I'm so happy to be in Nordstrom. It's just such a lovely retailer. So yes, I'm officially in Nordstrom's, 11 doors and more next year. So keep an eye out if you have a Nordstrom near you. Please go in. I'm in the beauty ritual space. All right. So if you hear something, that's my dog over there, the cute little rescue dog who's like getting excited for some reason. Let's see. So someone just asked a question. Should you use the Cell Forte serum? Oh, you don't need to keep it in the fridge. It is stabilized. So it is housed in black glass to keep it even more stable from UV light. But this will actually last 2 years, even though you're only going to have it a maximum of 2 months because it's that good. So if you have this, please use it morning and night. You do not need to refrigerate it. It is stable. I have the most amazing chemist, and he is one of the only few that can work with human stem cell conditioned media. So he is able to stabilize all of the factors as well as the bio-identical exosomes, which are in it as well. I'm not in Saks in New Orleans. Sounds fun though. No, I'm not in Saks. I am in Nordstrom, Violet Gray, and another one that I will be launching in February, which I'm super excited about. You will know if you follow my Instagram. You will know. Okay, someone just said, I can honestly say you have the loveliest skin out of all the people I follow. Well, thank you, Kim. That's so sweet. Someone just said, I'll keep it in the bathroom. Nancy's going to keep it in the bathroom. She doesn't need to refrigerate it. I mean, what a pain to have to walk into your kitchen to get your products. The only time I walk into my kitchen is to get my gold cryo, which I have in the freezer and I have another set in the refrigerator. Do I really have to use AM and PM for the products to be effective? I'm going to tell you something, and everyone please listen. Yes, because if you purchase this, you want it to work, right? Like you want the effects of what it does. So why use it half the time? 24 hours is a long cycle. Things do go in your skin and work. I recommend you use it 2 times a day, morning and night, first to skin. Because why? You're going to get the results that much faster. Why wait 2 months when you can have these amazing results in 1 month? You decide. It's a no-brainer to me because I have used it religiously morning and night. A little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. It's not a serum. It's not like the other serums on your vanity. So I'm saying you can't replace it with another serum and use another one in the morning. You're never going to get the results that you get from this Cell Forte serum. It's like having magic in a bottle and letting it sit there and not using it in the morning and using another. It doesn't make sense because you're not going to get the results. And I want you to get the results. So that's why I tell you from firsthand experience to use it morning and night and let the magic happen. Because if you use this morning and night, that's when you're going to see the magic. And my whole goal is for you to look and feel younger as soon as possible, not in 2 months, 3 months, within 1 month. And we have clinical studies that show, and I can even recite some of them because they're so exciting, I can recite them. 91% using this morning and night for 4 weeks, age 40 to 60, 91% saw reduction in pigmentation. You do not see that with skincare products over the counter. You do not. 85% saw a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. All right, someone else just ordered. Thank you guys for ordering. You know, this is some, gosh, a lot of orders are coming through. Thank you. I mean, why are there so many orders coming through? Thank you, because I want you to know I'm here for you. And if you have any questions once you receive this, you can please DM or ask me. We are a small enough brand where I do look at my Instagram and I do look at the messages when I can. So if you have any questions, if you're watching this live later, you can always ask. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. This is nice people. Thank you, Kim. All right, so yeah, you don't need to store in the fridge. She said, oh, she just said I use it on my hands and it's incredible. Wow, RR said that. Okay, you know, I need to listen to you. I don't even use it on my hands. Is that crazy? And I have them everywhere in my house. So thank you. One of the first signs of aging is your hands. So bravo. She's not only using it on her face and neck, but she's also applying it to the back of her hands. A lot of people, I still remember being a little girl when, actually not even a little girl, when I went away to college and came back, I saw my dad had spots in his hands. I'm like, what is that, Dad? I remember being so shocked. It's like, that's called aging. So it's like, you know, that, you know, it's a matter of time that's going to pop up here. So it's just, it's also preventative and it's going to repair the sun damage as well. So bravo for using that on your hands, the back of your hands already. Guess what I'm going to do right now? Here it is. This is what she does. Just like this. 2 drops. And then if you are going out in the sun, I recommend to use a sunscreen over the Cell Forte. This helps actually prevent future damage and it repairs. Brilliant. And it feels so good. It goes right in. It's not heavy. It's perfect to use on the back of your hands. I can't believe you told me that. I'm an esthetician of 30 years and you just told me to use my own product on the back of my hands. It feels so good. Thank you guys for joining. Now I'm going to do the other hand. I'm learning from you on my own lives. There we go. All right, feel free to ask me any questions. Mary just joined. Amy's here. This feels so good. We're talking about Cell Forte serum. We're talking about combining it with the Souffle moisturizer. And then the final step is the daily botanical oil. This is all you need. Less is more. You do not need a ton of products. You do not need a retinol. You do not need a vitamin C. You do not need the expensive Dr. Brand synthetic peptide serum. You don't. They work together beautifully. They're going to regenerate, brighten, keep you looking younger to where you don't have to get a facelift, to where you don't have to get laser. Just heard my husband like breathing over there. Oh, look, now he's stretching. Now he's laughing. Now he's really laughing. Isn't this nice? It's just us. And then I hear my husband breathing and laughing over there. I felt like I'm like talking with my girlfriends and I hear this. All right, so someone just asked, does this address fat path loss? Kay Guile, does this address fat path loss? All right, so what I'm thinking you're saying is when you go on like Ozempic or Mounjaro, you lose a lot of fat and you need to be tighter and firmer and you don't want the facelift. Yes, it is tightening. It stimulates collagen synthesis. It does things to your skin that you kind of wish going in like a time machine does. Yeah, it does. It stimulates collagen. It hydrates, brightens, reduces pigmentation. Yeah, pad. Okay, so path. Yeah. So, I mean, that is the thing. And I'm also dropping a product next year, but specifically addresses the tightening needed because I don't think the Mounjaro and Ozempic are going away. So we're going to need things to really tighten the skin. So we don't have to get Botox and have the plastic surgeon giving you the Botox tell you that you need to start thinking about a facelift. Can tell I'm offended by that he said that to me. I never went back to him again, by the way. And he has a skincare line now. Go figure. It's not derived from human mesenchymal stem cells, though. A lot of the Dr. Brands hate me, and I've heard that firsthand. And that's okay, because they did not drop something that is truly derived from the mesenchymal stem cell, and they are physicians. I'm an esthetician. I was inspired by my mother, who actually was diagnosed with dementia at a very young age. And I was looking for an alternative for her and found the Stem Cell Research Lab. And I've been working with the owner of that Stem Cell Research Lab for many years. And that's why we were able to drop this October 1st, a little over a year ago. And we sold out within 1 hour at Violet Grey. And we sold out again the next, because we had to like replenish. And now I can hear my husband eating. Oh, boy. Are you eating over there? Oh, no, he's exercising. Okay. He's got these things like to help your wrists, and it sounds like he's like eating grip strength. Anyway, apparently my husband's bored listening to me because he's really just like over there doing all sorts of things. Obviously, I'm not at the office. I am here at home on a Sunday. So feel free to ask me questions. Everyone's like, what is she talking about? Oh, all right. So yeah, the Dr. Brands are upset because I dropped something that is truly medical grade. It's derived from the superhero of our bodies, the mesenchymal stem cell. All right, so now my husband is lifting his shirt up and acting weird, trying to throw me off. Nothing throws me off. Nothing. I've got your attention. We're here together. And I actually do these lives for my sanity, just so I could talk to you guys. Okay, where do I use the bakuchiol serum in the order of the products? Great question. The elderberry bakuchiol serum is an exfoliant. So it is my alternative to basically an acid and a retinol. So it's a clean beauty with bakuchiol. It's a plant version of retinol, so it's never going to sensitize your barrier, but it's going to go in and help. I can hear birds out there right now. And then it has niacinamide and glycolic. So it is something that you can use if you're acne prone, normal to oily. Use it to exfoliate your skin in a gentle manner 2 times a week at night. So that's when I recommend to use it. If you have the whole regimen, you do this first, the Cell Forte serum. Actually, first you're going to use the cleanser, the gorgeous Neroli Cleansing Oil, Allure Beauty Award winner, the best cleansing oil on the market. True. Glamour Magazine, my favorite quote. They said this is something a rich bitch would use. I just think that's funny. Anyway, because it's just like so high quality. It's just such a good product. So this is a Neroli cleansing oil. It really blows away any other cleansing oil on the market. Okay, hey, can you be quiet over there, please? Oh, now he's like opening presents or something. Okay, so that's the first. And the second is always first to skin. This is the Cell Forte serum. And then the Souffle moisturizer. A little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. And then a few drops of the Daily Botanical oil to seal everything in and give this instant glow. And that's it. That's all you need. You don't need a retinol. You don't need the expensive Dr. brand. You don't need the European legacy brand with all the fragrance in it. You don't need any of that. That's it. 1, 2, 3. And then you can alternate with the elderberry bakuchiol a couple nights a week to exfoliate. This is what you use at night. The gorgeous Neroli cleansing oil, use this at night. Why did I say night, not morning? I don't cleanse in the morning. There's no need to cleanse in the morning, guys. No, I'm not going to. He's giving me advice and I don't like it. Okay, so I don't cleanse in the morning because I just did a thorough cleanse at night. I'm not sitting there in makeup, outdoor in the elements with sunscreen. You did your cleanse at night. You applied the Cell Forte serum, the Souffle moisturizer, and the oil. Why would you get up and wash that off? And I have some people that say like, well, I used retinol and I should wash that off. Well, let me tell you something. You shouldn't be using retinol if you feel like you have to wash it off in the morning, like if it's ick. Well, don't put it on. Don't put that chemical synthetic sensitizing product on if you feel like you've got to wash it off in the morning. It's kind of counterintuitive. It's kind of weird. Anyway, this is every 10 to 15 years, there's a new like, wow, whether it's a vitamin C, whether it's retinol. Well, this is the new. This is 2025. This is it. Human stem cell. Where is it? Where's my thing? And this is not going away. This is the future of regenerative medicine. It is the future. Now my husband's yawning. Shh. This is the future of skincare. You guys like my earrings today? From Portugal. Okay, so yeah, I think I have ADD right now. I really, really do, but that's okay. It's Sunday and here we are. I'm talking, I'm waiting for questions. So feel free to ask me questions. You know why I love doing lives? Can I just be honest why I love doing lives? One, it's nice to get away from my husband and talk with like you guys. But secondly, I have complete ADD. So it's like I ask for your questions because I love to be distracted. Like just throw me another question. I mean, having been an esthetician of 30 years, I've learned quite a bit. So I also have ADD. So it's like when I'm here talking to you, give me a question, please, so I can answer it because I like to stimulate my brain in ways that like, oh, okay, here's a question and just jump to a different subject. All right, so someone just said, can you use it on your eyelids? Great question. I'm assuming you're talking about the Cell Forte serum, right? Let me just tell you something. I had an allergic reaction. This is so embarrassing to eyelashes. Like I thought, oh, let me just try getting these eyelash extensions. And I went and did like a patch test because I don't want to react. I was fine. And then I had them on for a week and a half. It was fine. And then I went back literally the day before I was supposed to go to Miami, which was this week. And I had a major allergic reaction. above my eyelids and under, it was very red, very swollen. I look like a fish. What was the first thing I did? Apply this to my eyelids, and it helped calm the inflammation. One beautiful thing about the Cell Forte serum is that it calms inflammation. That is from the human mesenchymal stem cell. That's what it does. It goes into regenerate, repair, and calm inflammation. Now, as you get older, you tend to get a little more redder and more sensitized. It's like going through hormonal changes like menopause. The Cell Forte serum, I don't have any redness to my skin anymore. And it just feels so good to have even, bright skin, reduced pore size, reduced pigmentation, hydration, brightness, without any redness. So for those of you that tend to be redder, this is ideal. For those of you that tend to be sensitized, this is ideal. And the same thing with the Souffle Moisturizer. This has goat milk in it to calm redness. So remember, as an esthetician of 30 years, our biggest fear is getting a new client in, giving a facial, and they react. Like, that's the worst. Never happened to me, but I'm telling you, as an esthetician, we're wired that way. So when I create products, I make sure that they're great for sensitive skin. Now I'm watching a squirrel just drop from a huge tree. I have a huge window in my living room, and it just dropped into a bush. It's fine, but it's lots of activity today. All right, feel free to ask me any skincare questions. So we're talking about, calming inflammation, and one of the things that people love about this, and if you're watching and you do use my products, comment on that, because it's truly remarkable how you do look younger, how you do look more hydrated, how your skin is brighter, but also there is a reduction of redness in your skin. And I have clients, here she said, this is Ms. Terry A. King. She said, the serum really works. Yeah, something is fading. My Lyme is fading. Let me know what you mean by that. Probably my lines. My lines are fading. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, her lines, that's what she said. Yeah, I mean, and I'm living proof. I'm 53 and I've never had laser. And when I launched this about 6 months ago, a prominent doctor in Beverly Hills, a plastic surgeon who I adore, he's a sweetheart, they offered me a free Potenza, like come and get the laser. And they were going to apply like some other brand of exosomes on top after, where they charge like $500 to apply like some lesser version of this. And I'm like, oh, I should go. I'll film it. He's a nice guy. My skin looked so good from using Cell Forte serum for 6 months. I canceled. I said I can't go. One, I'd never had laser. I don't believe in laser, the whole concept of it. They do that. They basically burn your face off to trick your skin into thinking it's been wounded to rebuild collagen. Same thing with microneedling. And then they apply like an exosome treatment after exosome, and it's just like some little plastic vial that they are charged by who's ever making it and distribute it to the doctors a lot. So they charge you in turn a lot to apply after. I'm telling you, you can have this morning and night on your vanity, which is even more effective, I venture to say, because I know the brands that they're putting on after, than that. And you don't even need to get the laser. So you're saving thousands of dollars and you're never sensitizing your barrier. It's like a no-brainer. Or let's say you really love to go get microneedling. You love laser. It's your favorite thing. Great. You can get the Cell Forte serum and get that done and then apply this after on a regular basis. It's perfect for both. All right. Nick just joined. Thank you guys for joining.
1 hour.
My husband's basically telling me to get off. He said it's been 1 hour. Do you guys want me to get off? No, let's just stay talking. He literally just told me to stop. He just said 1 hour. I think he's tired of listening to me. I mean, imagine being married to me and I love to do lives. Poor guy. And I do a lot of videos. So poor guy's like editing some of the videos. It's like, I hear my voice and I'm tired of my voice. So you guys tell me, should I end this live? Just say yes or no. And I'm going to do what you say. I won't be offended. Are you ready for me to go? All right, feel free to ask me any more questions. Do you like the new rebranding? Just so you know, this is such an experience for me to create this line. It's a culmination of my 30 years being an esthetician and really caring for you guys. I'm so picky. Like I design the boxes, like I do everything. I design the bottles. Like I'm such a part of the formula. My poor chemist, he calls me boss, and I don't know if he's saying it because he hates me or he loves me. But I send it back. I'm like, nope, don't like the viscosity. Nope, there's a funny smell. Change that. What's going on here? But we get it right. And that's what's most important is creating a product that's really good for you, that you love. Because I've had these hands in products for 30 years. I know a lot about skincare products, and I know what I want to create. I know what I don't want to create. That's why it's so fun. So thank you guys for joining. I think we're going to wrap this up. If you're just joining, hi, Elle, Jackie just joined. If you're just joining, I'll keep this on my Instagram if you're really bored on a Sunday. I think you should go out and enjoy it. But if you're really bored, you kind of want to see what's going on, you can watch this a little bit. But we just talked about the inspiration for Cell Forte Serum, my mother being diagnosed with dementia at a young age. And I found the Stem Cell Research Lab and have been working on this for 8 years. That's why as an esthetician, I launched this. I'm not a doctor, I don't claim to be, but I'm telling you, those doctors all have practices and they're just throwing their name on the bottles so they can also make money while they sleep, I assume. I don't know. But I'm telling you, this comes from a different place. It comes from a place of knowing you, working on you, and knowing a lot about skin and how your skin reacts to certain products. And it feels really good as a female esthetician to launch this and to be sold in Nordstrom, to be the top seller at Violet Grey for a serum for the past year. To have sold out within an hour of launching at Violet Grey, that feels really good. And it feels really good to go into these stores of Nordstrom doors and see my brand next to the male doctor brands that are made of just synthetic, and knowing that I am made with real mesenchymal stem cell conditioned media. The synthetic is just trying to mimic that. And I have a fake flower I was going to show you. It's almost like a fake flower, and then let me grab this. Does this look very good? A real flower. It's like there's a big difference between synthetic. It's never going to be identical to the real. So there's just nothing that works better on your skin than the power of the real mesenchymal stem cell. So if you're curious about Cell Forte, go to my site, read about it, learn more with my videos. But this is a game changer. It replaces vitamin C, replaces retinol, replaces laser. It makes you look and feel younger where you don't need to wear makeup. It's also preventative for future sun damage and reparative and restorative for damage. Like I had 2 spots that were gone within 3 months of using it morning and night. And if you're going to buy the Cell Forte serum, use it morning and night. Don't just use it once a day. You're going to get the results quicker using it morning and night. It's not a serum, it's a treatment. It is a treatment in a bottle. Your face doesn't need just one application. It needs it morning and night, first to skin, to really see the wow results that you all deserve. So thank you for joining. I'm going to end this live now, and feel free to watch this on my Instagram if you'd like.